I think I'm talking about my very favorite subject of all time. It's something that I have been heavily focusing on over the last couple of years. And it's actually really all about mindset. It's about mastering our mind. So today we're going to talk about how this is a personal development business, that it does require us to grow ourselves. A dear friend of mine has a quote, "Our business only grows as much as we do." And it's so true, because when it comes to success, 80% of success is based on your mindset and only 20% skill set. So as much as I love mastering skill sets, I love to master contacting and how can I follow up better and how can I teach better or mentor better. Those are all fantastic things to learn, right? And we must learn them. But the most important piece of us getting to where we want to go in this business is conditioning our mind. It's much like a muscle. So the more that we focus on really training our body, right, and working out, do all those things, our muscles grow leaner and leaner and bigger, and we get healthier and healthier. It's just like that with our mind. See, we fall into certain ruts. We fall into certain belief systems. We maybe agreed upon some beliefs growing up, and we start to play them out in our life. And they play out in our business like no other. It's like the playground of limiting beliefs when you do network marketing. It's amazing how many things come up in our business experience when it comes to our beliefs. So let's talk a little bit about what a limiting belief is. So a limiting belief is any belief that's holding you back to where you want to go. And a lot of times we get them from different experiences in our life, from what our parents believed, what we chose to believe growing up. And then from that experience, we start to lock that in and it plays out in our life. So I like to say that beliefs are the roots to our results. So what I mean by that is if you have amazing results and you're busting through all kinds of fears and you're making stuff happen, then you really are mastering your mind. You really are living in a limitless way. Whereas limiting beliefs, we can only go so far. It's like we have this amazing dream, this goal, and our heart's in it. We're doing the skills. But our belief is right here, and it has this little string, and it only allows us to go so far, and then we're just stuck. We can't go any further until we reframe that belief, until we shift it, right? And it's just a little shift. It's not a really big one, but I'll give you some examples. Many times when people go for the rank of diamond, I see money beliefs and money blocks popping up all over the place. I myself had plenty of them that I had to bust through. So for example, you might have the belief that if you make a lot of money, then you're going to have a lot more stress and a lot more work. And you're already capped out, right? Or you have the belief that if you make more money, then you're going to lose certain people in your life. Maybe you won't belong to a certain group, to your family. That was one of my biggest beliefs that I really struggled with, is I wasn't going to fit in my family dynamic anymore. If I was the one to break through all of those patterns and actually live the life of my dreams, right? Another money belief might be that money is the root of all evil, right? Have you heard that before? That if you make a lot of money, all of a sudden, magically, you're going to change everything about who you are and where you're going and what you're doing because you have money. No, that's a limiting belief. I love something that I heard once from Eric Larson. He said, money is like gasoline. It's like throwing fire into more of who you are. So if you love to give, you're going to give more with money. But with that said, when it comes to money blocks, it only allows us to go so far, and all of a sudden, a lot of us, we get to a point where we stop growing in our business because it's actually these limiting beliefs holding us back. So what do? We reframe these beliefs. And one of my favorite reframes is just a question. You ask yourself, once you start to uncover some of these beliefs that are coming up, you ask yourself, what if it wasn't true? It's a very simple question, right? For example, a limiting belief that might come up, if I hit diamond, I'm not going to be a good mom or a good dad because I'll be too busy, right? So we hold ourselves back from really showing up to our potential because this limiting belief's holding us back. because we're fearful that if we actually get there, then we're not going to be able to really sustain it all, be a balanced family, and really be able to put my priorities in my family first, because it's a limiting belief. But what if that wasn't true? What if you could have both and more? What if you could be an awesome parent and an awesome business person? What if that was true? What if you didn't have to pick? So that's what reframing is. I want you guys to start to really notice things coming up, things you're telling yourself as your mind plays these games of what's true and what's not true, and start deciding what you want to be true. And then tell yourself that's your new truth, right? That's how you reframe. I'm going to step into that when I make more money, I can give more, I can do more, that I will have my family with me, that I'm bringing them along with me, that nothing will change in regards to the love I have for my family and the love they have for me. That's what a reframe is. Now, when it comes to mastering your mind, it takes time and it takes work. And this is where I really talk about personal development being so huge in your journey with doTERRA. If you're willing to work on yourself, I guarantee you success in this business. If you're willing to become aware of what your beliefs are and what you're doing to condition your mind on a daily basis, to strengthen it and help really create this incredible mechanism to just become a magnet for what you want, then you're for sure going to get to diamond. Then you're for sure going to reach all of your goals in both this business and in your life. But it takes work to really, really focus in on your growth. Now, there's lots of different books out there. There's different resources and programs and events, and you find where your heart leads you. You find what is the best one for you and what's really going to help you break through your fears, break through these limiting beliefs and reframe them to be able to get the results of the life that's on your vision board. And with that said, one of my favorite ways to condition my mind is focus on gratitude. There's a saying that says, where focus goes, energy flows. So think about that. If you're putting your focus on what's not happening in your team, you're going to get more energy flowing into that area of what's not happening. And we don't want that, right? So what if you focused on what you were grateful for? Can you imagine all the energy just blowing up that to get more and more things that you're grateful for and start focusing on gratitude? So something I do every single morning is I do something called priming. And I hone in, I do prayer, meditation, and I sit with myself of all the things I'm grateful for. And I think about moments in my doTERRA journey. I think about moments in my life. I think about the present moment. And I allow that to just expand and expand and expand in my heart to where that is the energy I move into my day with. So think about how you can focus on gratitude. Because not only will it draw in more gratitude, because that's where energy flows, right? More things that you can be grateful for. But again, you'll be enjoying the journey. You'll be focusing on what makes you happy. And you'll be in a place of appreciation. It's such a fabulous place to live. So the last thing I want to share with you is this. This is a saying I've had in my mind since day one of doing doTERRA. And here it is. It plays out in my mind all the time. I'm realistic. I believe in miracles. I'm realistic. I believe in miracles. This journey is something that you can't ever describe to anyone else fully. So many things happen on this path that you can't even explain it. How did that happen? And so as we're conditioning our mind and we're working on ourselves and we're showing up and we're reframing and we're really, really living a life that we believe we're here to live, we then allow God to make up the rest. If you're planning this really awesome plan to hit diamond, you do everything you can to get there, and you focus on what you want, and you focus on gratitude, and you reframe these limiting beliefs and start living where you want to live, and you leave room for God to come in. Because there are so many miracles waiting for you. You know, when we hit Presidential Diamond, I was working a bit in the spa industry at the time as well, and I was doing everything I could to hit this rank and this goal. I felt it in my heart. I felt completely aligned. Our leaders were in, and we were still so far away, like really far away with it when it came to how much PV we needed to hit the rank. But I had a moment where I decided to fully believe in miracles. I had a moment in that month where I thought, I'm not the only one doing this, that this is for a purpose, and I'm here to become a presidential diamond. It's part of my journey. It's part of my path. And so God will provide. He will create those miracles. And so I stepped into that fully, and we went for it, and all these great orders were coming in, and momentum and excitement. And still, to the last day of the month, we were still plenty far away. So far away that you would think any person in their right mind that was logically, realistically thinking, don't keep going, you're not going to make it, they would have quit. But I couldn't, because I believed in miracles, so I kept going. And do you know, at 11 p.m. at night, I got a call from a spa director. What spa director calls you on your cell phone at 11 p.m. at night with a 3,000 PV order? Everything I needed to make up the difference to hit Presidential Diamond. I had been working on this spa for over 6 months, and the night I needed it, I got the phone call within an hour to spare. That is a miracle, and I have plenty more where that came from on this journey. So you do your best. You give it your all. You master and you focus on your mind and what you want, and then you leave space for God to show up. Believe in miracles. They're all here for you, waiting for you, so step into that. Have a fantastic week and rock it. Thanks, everybody.